Hello everyone, and sorry we haven't been on in a very long time. I think our last vlog was Frankie's birthday, which was the 30th of July, and today's the 28th of October. The reason that we haven't done any vlogging is because I think in the last vlog I mentioned that a production company had contacted us and said did we want to do some filming with them. At the time we didn't know whether it was going to work out or not, so I didn't go into too much detail, but it turns out it did happen, and we were filming all summer. So literally for the whole 6 weeks, we did have days off, but during the days off that the film crew weren't here, we were running around doing stuff that we couldn't do when the film crew were here. Yes.
Can I keep this?
Yes, darling, you can keep that.
Because Mum, then I can put it up on the window at Halloween.
Okay.
Look, guys, it's a bat.
It's a bat. What's happened to your top, Tom? What's this? Who done that?
That was already there.
Oh, go and change your top. It changed too. Yes, it did happen. So we were filming practically all summer. I had the odd day off, but obviously we were doing other stuff, so I couldn't film because part of my contract said that anything that they filmed, I couldn't film and upload onto a vlog, because obviously then people would be seeing it before it gone on telly. We didn't know it was going on telly or even what it was going to be called, but we saw an advert last night on TV, and our faces popped up. So now we know what it's going to be called. The first episode goes out next Wednesday, and I believe we're in episode 3, so we'll be on in about 2.5 weeks or so. I suppose I can tell you what it's called now because they're advertising it anyway. It's on Channel 5 at 9 PM on Wednesdays, and it's called Big Family Values, More Kids Than Cash, which is a bit of a weird title because it makes it sound like you've had kids beyond your means. You've had kids and you can't afford to pay for them, which is a bit out of order because, you know, we can afford to pay for them, can't we? Otherwise we wouldn't have them. Yeah, so we don't know what's going to be in it because we're not seeing the edited cut. So when you guys first see it is when we'll first see it, which is a bit worrying because we've done 6 weeks worth of filming and we don't know what they're cutting out and what they're putting in. So we'll just have to wait and see. So that was that. That's why we've not vlogged. And then afterwards, we had a bit of an incident. I can't say too much because we were actually putting in a formal complaint against the kids' school. Something happened at the kids' school over the space of like a couple of days. That made me and Rich feel very uncomfortable leaving our children in the care of that school. So we had a conversation with somebody on the phone on the Thursday and said as of 3:30 today our children will no longer be attending your school. We went down there at 3:30, removed all the children from the school. Caused a bit of an uproar, to be honest. All the teachers were like, well, I don't think they'd ever had anybody just go down there before and rip all the kids out of the school without any notice, but it was that serious what happened. We weren't happy about leaving the kids in the care of anybody at that school, so we removed them. We are putting in an official complaint against one particular person at the school. I don't know what's going to happen or whatever, but in the meantime I've deregistered them. I've been homeschooling, which I apologise for anyone that homeschools, but I thought it was just a free loving hippie thing, and I was wrong because I've actually really enjoyed doing it. And I've found that the kids have actually picked up a lot more at home than they would do at school, which sounds stupid, but when you think about the fact that teachers may have 30 kids in one class and she's having to divide her time between the 30 kids, you know, Sophie said to me sometimes I didn't know what I was doing. I was just copying everyone else's work, which is, you know, she's not going to learn that way, is she? So I'm sitting down for a good couple of hours a day, and Frankie's looking at me like I've gone mad. I'll sit down for a good couple of hours every day. I'm using the CGP National Curriculum books, and I'm actually teaching them what they would be learning in school anyway. We've just heard from a local primary school that we applied for places for the kids, and Tiffany, Sophie and Lily Mate have all been accepted for a place. I've got to go down and accept the places next week because we're on half term at the moment, so I called and there was nobody there. And then Rosie and Tommy, I'm going to continue homeschooling them because there isn't a school around here at the moment with places for them. I want them all to go to the same school, obviously, because I can't be in 2-3 different places at once. It's just not possible. So I'm going to continue homeschooling, and they're going to go down on the continued interest list, which basically is like a waiting list. And then I'm hoping, because I've already got 3 in that school, they'll have like a bit of a sibling policy and it might be easier to get them in. It's a good school. It's got an outstanding on the Ofsted, which I'm happy about. I think it's got an outstanding on the special needs sector, which is good because Tommy is being assessed for ADHD. He's got his final appointment on the 29th of November. The consultant says she can't give a diagnosis on one assessment alone, but from what she observed on that one sitting, she said I would say he's definitely got some sort of hyperactivity disorder. And Rosie, bless her, she is going in for a blood test next Tuesday because she's being assessed for a condition called Prader-Willi syndrome. She's a lot bigger than the rest of the kids, and she's got some of the other characteristics that go with it, and it's a defect in chromosome 15, so there's no cure or anything, but she's been tested for that next week. Yeah, so we've had a lot going on, which is why we've not vlogged for a long time. Frankie's looking at me, I've lost it. I'm actually using a selfie stick, which is why my hands are a little bit steadier than they normally are. I've got to put myself, I look like a complete idiot walking around with a selfie stick, but... Eh? No, I can't, you know what my arms are like, I can't hold cameras up and that, my arms start to wobble and they ache, so I've got myself a selfie stick. We are off out in a little while. I will be vlogging this evening. The kids are going to, my dad is throwing his first Halloween party. I'm going to get the kids ready. They've already been to a Halloween party. They went to one day before yesterday at Wild and Wacky, which is a soft play area we regularly visit. Tiff's just had her birthday there, and the film crew actually filmed in there as well. They let us film in there as well for the day, so that may well go into the programme. So they've been to that one, and then my dad's got one tonight, and Halloween's actually on Tuesday. That's when they'll be going trick-or-treating, so I will be vlogging this evening. I've just got back from the hospital with Toby. He's not been well again. I've had to ring 111 and get an out-of-hours GP appointment because he was really, really unwell this morning, and they've said he's got an ear infection in both ears. Which would explain why for the last 4 nights I've not got to bed before 4 AM because he's just been up all night screaming. So he's on antibiotics. I'm going to get the kids ready in a minute with face paints and stuff like that. The only one that can't have face paints on is Rosie, because I put face paint on her the other night and all her face has come up. She's got a rash on both her cheeks and all around her mouth and around her eyes, so I won't be painting her face this evening. Frankie, why are you doing that? Star Wars in me with a roll of wrapping paper. What is
Star Wars? Martial Tactical.
whatever it is? Don't do it. I need that. Me being a frugal, I went out last year just after Christmas. Yeah.
Well, it's about £1 each.
No, I went out into Sainsbury's last Christmas, 28th of December. I walked into Sainsbury's and I picked up £46 worth of wrapping paper and tags for £6.50. And everyone at the time was like, what are you doing that for? It's like, Christmas is a year away. Well, here we are, end of October, and I've got the wrapping paper on leave for Christmas, so they've come unstuck, haven't they? Yeah, don't open that. So I'm going to go and get the kids ready now for the Halloween party in a little while. Let's do your eyebrows now. I ain't going to be too good at this, Lil. If we muck this up, I'm in trouble, because this looks like quite a detailed thing, and I don't know what I'm doing. Right, it goes from there, ish.
From the nose bit.
Right, can you not jog the bed, please? Because I've already made a wiggly line that I wasn't meant to do.
All the way.
I haven't got a steady on the fan for these.
All the into the
Right.
end of her cheekbone.
Yes, look at me. Look at me. Thank you. Right, there's one side, and then I've got to do on the other side. Yeah.
It could be better if you read the instructions. It would have been better if you read the instructions.
Tom, I don't know where your mask is, mate. Your mask was upstairs. If it ain't there now, I haven't got a clue where it is.
But I swear I saw his mask where you're sitting. Are you sitting on his mask?
No, I'm not sitting on his mask.
Way. Long selfie stick. Mum, is that Mum, is your phone recording?
Yes, can you
I
read
didn't
it?
even realise that.
It is.
You look so good.
Look at me. Lily, look at me. Look at mummy. That's it. Put your head back. Close your eyes.
You need white on the bottom of the spider web.
Yeah, I know. I'll do that in a minute. Close your eyes.
Mummy, and there's like yellowish face.
Alright, so, for goodness sake, I'm not a professional face painter. I'm just doing this freehand. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. It ain't going to look as good as that, darling. You realise that, don't you? Look at me. Lil. I've got to do it. Lily Mae's done.
She's a little witch.
She's a little witch. She looks wicked.
Little, go find your hat.
Go and find your hat.
Yeah. Go find your hat.
Go and find it then. Right, can I just run your brush over your hair?
Yeah, but she has to
I
go
don't
find
know,
it. I
baby.
put it by the shoe.
Where did you find it? Where did you leave it?
I left it by the shoes, but now it's
Let's try and brush the fringe off your face, because
Mum's
otherwise
gonna do
people are not
me
going to see the
that.
spiders wear eyebrows,
And Mum's going to do like that liquid eyeliner, little cat flicks on my eyes.
Come here.
Mama, cat flick.
I know.
Ah, it's really cold.
It's really cold.
But it's a tiny bit cold.
a bit softer,
So
I think.
I'm supposed to look pale.
You will. Look up. Look up.
Ah, that was cold.
Yeah, this one goes on easier than the other one.
Yeah, but that one's colder.
You're alright. It's not going to be warm, is it?
Ah, you got it on my eye.
Well, you're going to have red on your eyes in a minute.
Ah,
Oh, Sophie, if you're going to do that, I'm not going to do it.
you got it in my mouth.
No, I never saw it in your mouth. Now, Sophie, we haven't got time for this. We're leaving in half an hour. I've got to do Tiff yet. Did you see to Lily's?
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Ah, did you follow the instructions on my head?
Not exactly, no. It looks a lot better than it did when Charlie done it. She looked like grot bags when Charlie done it.
Yeah. She looks like she just put her face in a pile of paper.
No, you actually have to look at me, darling.
Mummy.
Look away.
Mum, remember
But
there
it's
was,
really
when there was
cold.
literally a line across Lily's head?
I feel so weird.
Tiff, Lil, Sophie.
I've had it on before, but when you put it on, it feels really weird. It feels like someone's painting your face with a paintbrush. Feels like
Right, Sophie's
I'm done.
done.
I got cat flicks on my eyes this time.
Netflix on her eyes. She's
I'm a
vampiress.
vampiress.
I need to brush your hair.
Vampiress.
Tiffany, your
Don't
turn.
really
Right,
know
stand up
where
and brush
the
your hair.
camera is, I think. No, I wanted to be all curly.
Yeah, it's all curly.
No, but now you're gonna make it straight.
I'm not going to make it straight. It's curly, look. You
Yeah.
can't say really, but it is curly.
You're brushing the curls.
I'm not brushing the curls out. I'm just brushing them so they look tidy. That's it. There you go. Stand up. Let's have a look. Stand up. Let's have a look. So you look fab, except this is supposed to be up like this.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. Now look.
Look, that turns to Mum. Mum, look, that in the mirror, it looks like a skeleton, but when you turn it that way, it's
Yeah, no, it's hologram. There we go. Brilliant. Right, Tiff's turn. Tiff, you're sitting on the makeup,
Right.
darling.
Look.
Right.
Skeleton. Eye.
Come here.
Skeleton. Eye. It's really cool. You're so
Right, come here, look at me.
beautiful. Oh
Take
no,
this off
this
for a
fell
minute. I'll
down.
brush your hair anyway. I'll start at the top and then.
Mum, you know you need to strap this bit, not just to leave it. Oops. It's okay.
Everyone's ready and the dog's trying to get in on this picture. Lily Mae's a scary witch. Rosie, poor. I couldn't put makeup on poor Rosie because I put makeup on her the other night for a party and look what it's done.
She's
Pulled her
allergic
face
to
up, so
makeup.
I can't put makeup on her tonight. But
She's
she's got an
allergic.
outfit on anyway.
Baby.
Toby.
On this top it
Is
says...
a little devil.
It says little devil, that's very cute.
Yeah.
Little devil, but
Yeah, he's got wings and a towel on his outfit, which is probably getting late. He's really not well. He's got the right arm. Sophie
I'm a
is
vampiress.
a vampiress. She looks very good.
I love it.
You love it.
How
And then, Roger, come on. And then Tiffany is a zombie bride. Let's have a look, Tiff. Very nice. And Tommy is werewolf. A bit of a story with this. When I bought this, stop it, sit down a minute. When I bought that outfit the other day, he actually lost the mask, so he just looked like a lumberjack with a hairy chest. It was really funny, but we found the mask. So yeah, so we're ready now. So where are we going?
to Granddad's Halloween party! Mum, I want to say bye. I'm so excited for the Halloween party!
People of sizes that are, so it's a little bit equal. Everyone's lost.
You got 6 kids there. One second. I'll be back. Wait, stop, darling.
I'm gonna go to the end of the garden.
You're right, Sid. You look really scary because your eyes are glowing red. Look, Sid.
How are they going there?
Look here. Look here.
Ah!
Yeah,
Too
they're right
bright
back
light!
there.
Too bright light!
I know what I've got to do. This otherwise can't see
Mum, are
it.
you vlogging or something?
Yeah.
Are my eyes red?
Stand back a bit. If you stand back a bit, your eyes go red, yeah.
This game, you have to.
No, I'm fine with my
Two
stuff.
teams.
Go on then.
Tiffany, come on, you're my team.
Daniel, Daniel.
Right, hold on a second, everybody.
Can't
Is
see.
everybody listening? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, there's only 3 on each side. Okay, 3 each. Now we need to make a wiggly worm. How do you make a wiggly worm? You ask. You go like this with your front arm, other arm between your legs, like that. Yeah? So you go front, like we're going to demonstrate.
How is this
You go, okay, you go front.
It's
Other
carnival.
arm. You need to bend down like that, and you need to hold on to the other arm between your legs. So you arm in front, other arm.
Behind me.
Can you not do it? Yeah.
I can't do it. We're doing it.
Arm in front, and I can't find an arm.
I don't get it.
Rose, put your arm back. That's it.
That's it. Now we have one wiggly worm over here. That's my hand.
I don't get this.
Oh,
Right, so you stand there. You put one arm out in front, the other arm, put it in between your legs. Put it in between your legs.
What am I supposed to do? Mummy, stop
And then
walking.
Tiffany, you grab that hand.
And again, I can't.
For little people with shorter arms, we're just going to go like this, okay? So, the wiggly worm's going to be like this.
How is this?
Stand in front.
How is this making a worm, Mum? How does this make a worm?
I've got no idea.
Hold hands, hold hands.
There's a whole hand.
Hold hands, everybody holding hands.
I don't get this. Hold your hands.
The wiggly worms isn't working too well. Right, on your marks, get set, go!
Wait, all the kids didn't make it.
Run back, go, go, go! Wiggly worm is a great idea, just not so great in practice.
Yeah. I need longer arms, don't I?
Right, can you do me a favour? Go and ask my mum for the toilet rolls to get on Monday.
It's because Lily's too small.
Right, who's going to
Rosie won. Let Ruby do it first.
I
Go on
wouldn't
then,
mind some
Ruby.
loads of
Ruby, hold
apples
your
on
hair
the
back,
side in the
darling.
kitchen.
Can we get it?
I thought Dad was on a health tick.
Yay! Although really you are all cheating by using the card. Right, who's next?
Eating the apple.
Who's
Because
next?
I didn't get. Because I didn't get
You
one.
haven't had a turn yet, have you? You
Let
have to
Lily go,
then,
Rose.
darling.
Yeah, but I failed.
You
Whoever fails, they get another go.
You do, but you have to let everybody else have a turn first. Alright, darling?
I think me get first. Yeah, but I just.
Do you want
Oh
to
no!
bite
Put
it
down
now?
my hand.
Ryan?
Give me emoji. Get it on. Sam. Give it Sam. Give me emoji from the.
You can't get
You
it.
want another try? Go on then.
Get the stick. Get the
Hang on,
sticky
look.
bit.
Wait,
Put
there's
it on top of
definitely
it.
bugs in there.
Oh, sorry.
There are definitely bugs in there. I know that.
There's
No bugs.
No, I'll put it next to the side. You grab it off bed. I can't do it.
Go on, then. Of course you can. Have another try.
It's how we bucket with stars. I can't do it. Forget it.
You want another go? Go on then.
No.
Mama, where's the towel?
Where's the towel? Oh, that's what's
You are
stopping it.
really scared.
Don't make me scared. Just put
Wait,
your head forward
Tiffany,
and
take
bite the
your
stem.
veil off.
it?
Yeah, that'll be their chance.
Yay! Oh, Rosie!
You're disgusting. Mummy, Mum.
Yeah.
Could you go to the kitchen and help me cut my...
Rosie! I don't think you're going to do it, are you?
You're never going to do it. I'm just drinking the water.
No, you're not a cat.
I
Have a bowl.
Milk. Wait.
Ah, Rosie! Oh, you need to tap that away.
Let's come on. I've had two.
Yay!
I've had
There's nothing under there, darling.
Look at spiders have squished her face.
Granddad, you're sitting on something.
Oh, it's alright, darling. There's one over there somewhere. There's a big bag of them, a big red one. Take that.
This is why I only have one kid. If I had more, I'd be knackered.
Let's see, where else is it?
Under the settee, Rosie?
We're going to leave them for you.
I say take the big bag, about 50 bags in there.
Don't encourage them. You don't have to put up the sugar plum down.
I don't.
Okay, we all found them.
Have you got one yet?
What sort of bugs have you got inside?
Snatch one off of him.
I only found sticky. He got two. Oh wait,
How many did you find?
Yeah, look, go and see Tommy.
You found one?
I didn't find them at all.
Big one.
No, put that one.
I tell you what, do you want me to help you?
Oh, bless her.
She can share rice me.
We're gonna put, we know there's more. Yay!
Found some.
What I got was one meal,
That is a dog.
2 buckets and 3
What?
frogs.
Blondie?
I found
She is.
one in the
She?
car.
Yeah, she's
No
in
one
there.
ever took
She's
it.
in
You
the
should have found it.
hairspray.
You put it there.
Not the John Bolton one, the one with Ricky Lake.
You see the 80s one.
What's this?
No,
Chocolate pumpkin.
Well, what's Jonas doing now? Is he DJing?
Nice. Chocolate pumpkin.
My dad's eating a witch's finger.
Dad's eating a witch's finger.
Nice.
Huh? Yeah, it's chocolate. He's going to make a mess for this, isn't he?
Yeah, because the break you might as well go over it.
He's determined to get one of them eyeballs. But they've got goo in them.
But over the back.
Yeah, these have got like a gooey. They're like a
oh my God.
cream egg. Eat that one. It's nice size. Yummy.
Oh, what's in there? Look, you open it now. What's in there?
You what?
Oh.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, I don't know if I want him to have Smarties because they're too small.
Yeah, but
Not
not
choke.
Palmer.
I like Robert Palmer.
Here.
Yeah, doesn't he?
Yeah, guess that. Let's take the Smarties out. You can have the
Yeah,
chocolate.
he's only 58
Mama,
or something.
one of those.
Yeah, over the back, darling. I'll get you one. Hold on.
I know.
And it gone quiet.
Look at the eyes. I need the yellow little. Ew. Tom. I need red.
Right, sit down, Tom.
Tommy, sit down.
Oh, look, there's a nice chocolate one.
Oh, nice. Look, I did it. Oh, this white angry eyebrow. How did you do
Sit down.
Why?
Why not?
Doing.
Oh, don't do
You
that.
on the floor like everyone else.
No.
Yeah, because you're in the way. Sit down.
I'm sitting. Oh,
That's it. Good boy.
Why does this? Why does the ice cream with the bar?
Oh.
In the middle.
You've still got one secret. Look, that's
I know, he
right.
wants 500. Here we go, look, people.
Little chocolate chip. Right, you know what I'm gonna do for mine? I'm gonna do Smarties and eat Smarties. Oh no, baby's not icing!
There you go, sweetheart.
Oh, look, this is gold glimmer powder.
Whoa, glitter! Glitter powder? That sounds like a sugary one. No! Is that chocolate? No! It's a chocolate chip.
He knows what he wants, is that? Look, this one's chocolate, caramel. There's all different flavours, these are.
Oh, the strawberry. Oh yeah, I need that one. That's big chunk of strawberry. Is that Rosie stuff? Yeah, and I need it.
Lily, have you wiped your face on your arm by any chance?
No, Mummy. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Mum.
No, give me that. What are you doing? Did you get the cold? You did? Oh, let me know. My room, I'll get them in a second. It is the day after the Halloween party that you've just watched, and I got up, cleaned up, I bathed all the kids, I prepped all the dinner. It's on the stove ready to go. So it's October and we've done no Christmas shopping. We've got like a handful of stuff, and normally we're practically done by now. So I was like, kids, right, sit down, let us Father Christmas. So we sat down with the Smith toy catalogue. And the kids are just writing down what they want for Father Christmas to bring them. I've told them they've got a limit. Lily May, what's that? Let go, a minute. You can talk in a minute, you can talk. In a minute. You can't hold it because you're not tall enough. They won't be able to see Mummy. Look, if I bend down, I can see you as well, yeah? Yeah? Do it like that. I've told them they've got a limit of £100 each because there's 8 of them, and I've still got rich to buy for my dad, my brother, my niece, my friends' kids and stuff like that. So I've said £100 each, and they're doing quite well out their money. They've picked loads of cheaper bits as opposed to sort of getting like 1 or 2 bigger things. They've got loads of little bits. What are you doing? You can't do that, swear. Don't keep moving it around. Hold it still. That's it. Yeah, so we're going to do this now, and there is actually, Lil, let go a minute. Thank you, because you're wiggling it. There's actually a Royal Mail address that you can use to actually write to Father Christmas, Santa, whatever you want to call him. Let go. And you can actually write to him with what you want, and he actually replies, but your letters have to be there by the 8th of December. Lily May, stop it please. Your letters have to, did you just fart? Lily May! Stop it, let go. Wait a minute, you can do that in a minute. You have to write to him by the 8th of December, otherwise he doesn't answer. I will put a link in the description below with his address. And I'll also give you a little snapshot just here of his address, so that if you don't want to look in the link, you can just look at that, and yeah, you can write to him, and apparently he writes back. I think the kids did it once when they were really little, like the older ones. Go on then.
Go to my channel because I made a lot of videos.
Okay. Go on then.
He doesn't have a channel, we just pretend.
He hasn't got a channel. He just wishes he did. He hasn't got a channel. Yeah, so we're just sitting here doing this now. Stop it. The kids are actually using the box of stuff that we bought for their homeschooling, arts and crafts. Let go! They're using that at the moment. There's glitter and glue and stuff everywhere.
Hi. He don't have a channel, he fakes.
So I'm having to help them write what they need to write, because some of the younger ones struggle a little bit with the big words, and then they're putting all their other bits on. So by today I should have an idea as to how much money I'm going to have to give Father Christmas.
Hi, and I'm going to be telling you about a little bit what we did last night at the party, at the Halloween party. And I've got to be quick because Mum said she wants her phone back now. So we went to the party, first of all, of course we went to the party. We went to the party, got some drinks and some food. Like we had hamburgers and hot dogs, and all that cool stuff. And we really liked it. We loved the burgers, but I forgot to eat my burger, so I didn't go on. But I did get chocolate and all that other cool stuff. Got Smarties, and we did a gummy bear hunt, and we got to keep the gummies.
What are you doing now?
I'm sticking a purple sparkly.
You're putting a purple sparkly heart. Is that your letter to Father Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've finished our letters, sort of. They're just decorating. And this is the one from Toby, which obviously he can't really. But dear Santa, I've been a good boy this year. Last year I was too young to know what Christmas is about, but this year I really appreciate my toys. I'm still only little and can't ask for anything in particular, but I love Paw Patrol, Blaze, Peppa Pig and Ben and Holly. I'm really excited to see what you'll bring me, and I promise to go to sleep early on Christmas Eve. Lots of love, Toby Hansen. Because obviously I can't, Toby can't ask for things, but... What? You're cold?
No, we're just getting our coats on.
Right, no, Tom, what have I said about having that skateboard in the house? You're going to put it outside for me, please? Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are. No. Yes, you are. Otherwise, you're going to go and spread no telly. What? Oh, they're rubies. I've had my niece for the weekend and I've just realised she's left her shoes here.
Yeah, show her her shoes. Her shoes have been left.
Sophie's come down. I've got the back door on. Sophie's come down.
Mum, call
Let's go for gloves on. Why?
I'm cold. Mummy, call Ruby.
I will call Ruby. I will call her.
Mum,
so we're going to finish today's vlog because I've got to get on with dinner. Rich has been from work, so it's Sunday. Rich don't normally work on Sunday, but he's had to this week. So he'll be back in from work soon. He's going to want his dinner. So we're going to finish the vlog and we're going to say thank you for watching. And we'll see you soon. So bye.
Bye.